I'm Leon Sanders, Associate Brand Manager on The Heist. It's coming out on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC December this year. The developer is In Exile, who made A Bard's Tale. The concept of the game is you play a character, Johnny, who's the leader of a gang of hardened criminals. And it's set in 60s San Francisco. Right, basically players will be able to plan their heist or not. They have the choice, basically. There are over 50 banks in the city that they can choose to rob whenever they like, but they will have missions available that will prepare them for particular heists. So the chances of going into a high security bank first time and being successful are quite low. So they're encouraged to take part in smaller missions first that will prepare them and give them the knowledge to attempt the bigger scale heists. Now, you control a main character called Johnny, but you also have control over another 3 characters. You've got the kid, who's actually quite old, so a bit ironic. He's the expert driver. You've got Crumb, who is basically the muscle in the game. Right, yeah, basically the different banks will have different levels of security, which you can find out about by speaking to different contacts that you'll meet throughout your journey through the city. Okay, there's basically 2 approaches that you can take to it. You can do what we call a crash heist, where you'll basically just go in, all guns blazing, not really care about who you're killing, just to get the money that way. Obviously a lot more risky and a much lower chance of being successful. The other way that you can approach it is a sneak heist, late at night where there's nobody about, and more carefully thought through, basically, using the knowledge that you've gained from speaking to your contacts. If you build up a reputation for what way you approach these heists. Now, if you become known as a crasher, then the banks will have a lot more security in place for future heists, so you make it a lot more difficult for yourself by doing that. If you're a bit more clever and thoughtful, then they'll be none the wiser and your future heists will be relatively easy. Each character has their own individual personality traits and they'll have certain ways that they'll go about things, but you can command them to do particular things. Before the heist, you choose what weapons they're equipped with, depending on the situation that you're going into, and you also choose what positions you want them to take within the bank when you get there. So there's quite a strong element of planning involved. You can also take people hostage as well, and then the civilians will react quite differently to you. So a big element of the game is crowd control also. We've been quite careful to pay attention to detail with events that were going on at the time. Like we've got the hippies, and we've got authentic music from the time as well, just to really immerse the player in that environment. As they're going around planning the heist, they're free to roam basically anywhere, and we've got venues such as strip clubs, diners, and nightclubs that they can basically visit. Not only can they go and explore these places, but they can actually meet useful contacts as well that will help in later stages within the game. It's all in third person, basically the driving aspect. All the vehicles can be modified, not only for looks but performance as well. So again, that's an aspect that comes into planning of the heist. If you mod the car to be a bit faster, there's more chance you're going to get away from the police when they're chasing you. Okay, I'm Leon Sanders, Associate Brand Manager on The Heist, coming out on PS3, 360 and PC December this year.